Well, hello everybody. Long time no record down here in the Johnson City train yard, that shag yard. They moved some stuff since the last rain. You can see where that wheel axle was sitting on the track, and all the train cars down on the other end are gone. They had them box cars, that one I slept in that night up that way, but I guess with Christmas being on and there being extra shipping, they took a lot of these back out of sitting back into service. Yeah, the endoscopy procedure I had done come out fine. The esophageal varices that I have were okay, and I had one polyp removed when they did the colonoscopy, and the biopsy they did came back the AIN2, so they did a secondary test on it, and I got a call to come in down in Greenville, and they said, yeah, we're gonna have to do surgery. You have some abnormal growth in your colon down by, well, in the rectal part of the colon. So Monday I was supposed to go in and be evaluated for what type surgery I'm gonna need, but I got a text at 7 a.m. Monday morning saying I needed to call so they could reschedule that. It's like the fourth time they've had to reschedule, and every day that goes by I don't get this done, it just gets further down the line. So they rescheduled for December 30th. I go in, and they're just going to evaluate. They're going to do an exam, a physical exam, and determine what type surgery I'm going to need to remove that tissue. That way it don't spread anywhere else, because God forbid, I don't need it going to another organ or into the bladder or liver. That's why every day it goes by, I'm like, good Lord. So I'll find out December 30th what type surgery and when that'll be. The sooner the better. But anyway, look, I just got a haircut. That barber was finally there. He did a really good job on my beard too. I don't know if I'm aiming the camera right or not, but he trimmed that up nice. I hope everybody has a really good Christmas. I'm gonna maybe play some Christmas music later in the video. Yeah, I'll show the GP switch engine Larry got me for Christmas. It's a O-scale Sioux line Jeep he got me. We'll walk on down here and see what we can pull up and talk about. Hey, there's a grainer just like the G scale I have back home. Yeah, speaking of home, that is another thing I can be thankful for. That apartment I have now, if I were to be out on the rails full time like I was a year and a half ago, there's no way I could get this surgery done. No way. I mean, without a place to stay and heal up. I just hope that it's not like invasive, or what do they call it, invasive surgery, where they have to open you up through your skin. I'll know December 30th if they don't reschedule again. But I guess because of the COVID and holidays, I don't know, maybe they're trying to shuffle some people around. To me though, every minute that goes by with something like this, I mean, that's another day it has an advantage over me. Yeah, these grainers with the blue stripe down them, when we get back, I'll show I'll show that G scale one I got just like it. I kind of got some ideas as far as making it look rustic. Like those little graffiti stickers I got. I think they're a little too small. They might work on my old scale stuff. But see, like the graffiti on all these cars, it just looks more authentic. It's like the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek. Everything in Star Trek looks like it came out of the factory 2 hours before they use it. But in Star Wars, it looks like that stuff's been banged up and shot at and been around with dirt and dust and grime all over it. I bet that's what one thing George Lucas wanted, it is a used universe. Yeah, Star Trek just looks like everything just got taken out of the package. Still got the price tag on it. Yeah, one day I'm going to show you guys how to, it takes two hands to trying to get that pin out, but you got to hold this last foot. Oh, there it goes. Then you lift this bar and pull out. Now you can push it open, but these old doors are so dang rusty. Yeah, so what you do is find that's why whenever I'm hunting for a train car to ride, I'll always have a railroad nail in my back pocket. That's what I'm looking for now, and did I hit the jackpot here? Yeah, we come back over here. Usually you don't have a crack this wide in it. A railroad plate, you get more leverage. No, but you can almost see in there. Woo! See, like the graffiti there. See, that just makes it look more authentic. Yeah, Smoking Joe got me. I'm wearing my Army vet hoodie with the shoestring on the arm of it. Let's see if we can find some more graffiti. Sally's cat. Yeah, I kind of knew something was going on with me down below because of the problems I was having down there, and I'm just glad I went in and had it done. I almost didn't go. I figured, well, I had a colonoscopy done last year and it was fine. They didn't take a polyp or anything out. But, you know, as you get a day older, you learn. No matter how old you are, you still learn. And I'm learning to do what the doctor says. Because, man, if I wouldn't have had this done, I would have put it off, and it may have had been too late. But yeah, check this out. About the end of it. Wow, I have never seen this much scrap. Yeah, last time I was down here, they didn't have as many of these box cars on this end. Well, I hear a helicopter. See if I can get over this with one hand. Get my arm around that. Yeah, there's always a tank car over there. It's got like a ladder to go up. That way they can unload it down through the bottom. right. Oh, there's some more here too. These are set aside. That way when they get that one unloaded, they just unload onto a truck, a regular fuel truck from here, or oil truck. This yard office here, I believe, the East Tennessee Railroad Yard. Yeah, today's Thursday. Sorry I hadn't been put out a video. I've just been so tremendously busy. I thought that was, oh yeah, it is. I knew I had seen that sign somewhere. I just couldn't remember where on the building. But yeah, so December 30th I go in and I will find out what type of surgery I'll need and when. And I really do, honestly, truly appreciate the prayers sent my way. I tell you, you got that many people behind you, rooting you on. Kind of takes a lot of the worry away. This is like the second longest I've ever gone without riding. I remember when I broke my arm when I got hit by the car 2 years ago. Last week I got hit, and then about almost 4 years ago when I got my hand run over. Those 2 times were the longest I'd ever been without a freight train ride. But let's go up here. Yeah, we'll be in the shade now. That sun won't be so glaringly bad. Yeah, we were just on the other side of that. See those 2 blue stripes? Yeah, I have a G-Skill hopper, covered hopper just like that, but it's brand new, so that'd be nice to have some dirty work on the side of it. This one's a little cleaner. Yeah, this is what I mean by riding the BEEND, the B end, because you got all the brake piston and the air reservoir and the brain of the train, all that in your way. I mean, I have ridden it before, but on the other end, see how much room you got. I guess that's a hobo number 3 that rode the, nah. Yep. See, a lot of these smaller train riders can fit up in there a lot better. See, this door, this opens the same. You see that little hook on the end fits in like a little wedge, like a little valley, a reel. It's in there. A lot of times you gotta bang up to get that old rusty pin to move. But if you get in a plug door boxcar, they're not allowed to move those boxcars without shutting the door. That's why I don't like riding them, but they don't hunt as bad on the track because they're a little heavier than plug doors are. Yeah, see, that's built a little different. See, it fits right in there. That's to keep this spike from falling out. I wish I had somebody with me to see how that also fits in there to keep this hasp. But I'll have to show one day how I get them open. That'd be really nice to find a car carrier. I'll eventually be able to make a video showing how to open an auto rack car carrier. Of course, empty. Oh, that's that one I just tried to open. And this one, September of 1979, that boxcar was made. Let's see, I was, 9 or 10 years old then. Yeah, well, the number one thing that goes out on these air hoses when they leak is that rubber ring there. Now the other air hose from the other car hooks up to it. There's a rubber ring like it, and they both meet up and form a good seal. So usually a lot of railroad workers will take a few of these in their pocket. That way they always have them. And the Glad hand looks pretty good shape still, but anyway, that's about it for what's down here now. There wasn't too much down in this yard. But anyway, now that I'm in the shade, you might can see my beard a little bit better, but it's pretty good high and tight. Anyway, so we'll go for now. All right, here's that G-scale grain hopper, like down at the yard. See, remember the two blue arrows on the side? And here's the O-scale Siouxline Jeep GP engine. I got it kind of hooked up, kind of like Bristol yard has. After they do their yard work, they'll tie back in with a crummy and they'll tie it down. Of course, that's Norfolk Southern doing that in Bristol. But I'm going to rearrange some stuff up here and make room. And check this out. I appreciate it, Scott. It's an N-scale old Conrail boxcar with hobo shoestring inside. And it's actually got the rustic, dirty look to it. The used. Okay, look over here, shoestring. Man, that is really neat. Even the couplers are real lifelike. Man, I'm holding on good in there. So I'll set that on display somewhere. And check out my first ever Christmas tree. First ornament too. I had a subscriber send me that ornament. And pretty much the first year I've ever been able to get anybody anything. So I got Ken and Brandon some gifts. Larry's already got his, and Matt, but I never thought in my life I'd ever have a tree with gifts from me. But that's it. Moving on up. Yeah, and Matt Mantell sent me these. This pictures he took. Those are the local Jeeps down in Medina, Ohio, outside Cleveland. If y'all don't know who Matt Mantell is, just type in Matt, M-A-T-T, Mantell, M-A-N-T-E-L-L, at YouTube, and check his channel out. I really like him because it's really thick paper printed on this photographs Matt took. I can't remember if I showed this auto rack or not. It's HO scale. I thought it was O scale at first, but yeah, and check this out. Jeffrey got me this. It's a Life straw. You can filter out any water through it and make it drinkable. And it has its own little carrying case, kind of like an eyeglass holder with a zip around it. But heck, you never know, you might need it. Thanks a lot. Well, with this surgery coming up, like I said, I go in on December 30th and they evaluate and find out when they'll do the surgery and what type. And depending on how long it takes to recoup or how invasive it is, I'm ready to get back and ride and start making riding videos. But until then, I'll have to do the best I got. But I hope everybody has a really awesome Christmas and a great start to the new year.